Love Ki Ghanti 1. You Can't Decide When It Rings. Written by Mr. Deepak Satya. Chapter 5. The New House. Raju's Pitaji was told such a thing by the son of one of his relatives, hearing which he was both surprised and alert. The reason for the surprise was the boy's young age. Although the boy was 28 years old, he was still small for the elders. Surely, among all my relatives, this boy is really intelligent. Those words came from Raju's Pitaji's mind. Raju's Pitaji understood that it would be foolish to leave Raju to the mercy of peer. So he started trying to impart good values in him. He realized that people around him do not impart good values to their sons, yet they expect them to behave better. Hey, how will children behave appropriately when they do not know? Everyone is a fool. In fact, they are raising their children as calves. Pitaji told his wife, and made sure his wife also imported good values to Raju. As a result, Raju started growing up like a best man. Raju had never scored even 40% marks in his life, yet his Pitaji was confident that his talented son would become a great government officer. Of course, at first glance, this may appear to be foolishness or superstition, but it was neither his superstition nor foolishness. This was Pitaji's common sense as he saw the street smartness in his son. Father knew from his experience that often people, who do not score high marks in exams, achieve great goals in their life. But Raju left studies after 12th. Parents thought that Raju would do some special course, but after 3 months he made it clear that he had no interest in studies. Then the parents thought that Raju would start some work, but Raju made it clear that he had no intention of doing any work. The relatives got an opportunity to tease Raju's parents. Every day they kept whispering against Raju to his parents. The parents wanted to say a lot, but they did not dare to say anything to the child who had been brought up with so much difficulty due to the prediction of untimely death. There are reports of suicide in the newspapers every day, so they did not want to take even the slightest risk in Raju's case. The good-natured Pitaji could not tolerate his only young son wandering around idle. He was also sure that the nasha, addiction, intoxication which causes untimely death to lakhs of people every day, would definitely attack his son too. Intoxication users always look for children from good families, so children from good families become addicted to nasha, intoxication, and start stealing money from their homes, and also start managing the intoxication of those intoxication users. Hence Raju's Pitaji was stuck in a situation of either kuan udar kai dilemma. He could not say anything to Raju, and he had not even seen him idle. In such a situation, he remembered the son of his relative who did not attend dowry marriages. The reality is that he remembered that boy only because of a relative's taunt. Your son has also become like the son of that Ramkali. Come on, Ramkali's husband died, so she no longer has control over her son, but you are alive. How did you allow your son to become as worthless as Ramkali's son? When a relative said these words while reprimanding Raju's Pitaji, he remembered the wise son of Ramkali. Raju's Pitaji had been thinking of meeting Ramkali Bobby for a week, but was not getting the opportunity. One evening when he returned home from work, he saw that Ramkali had come with her younger son to invite him to the Graha Pravesh program, the housewarming function of her new house. This is such good news, but sister-in-law, why are you looking sad? If you have any problems with money, then tell me. Seeing the sad Ramkali Bobby, Pitaji asked, guessing her problem. No uncle, there is no problem with money. Actually, my elder brother has not invited any relatives except you. Mother is feeling sad while saying the same thing with auntie. When Ramkali's younger son replied, Raju's Pitaji became very happy. Raju's Pitaji understood very well why the boy had not called the others. The one whom everyone else called idle, he did not include them in his happiness. He had become rich on his own, and hence no one was able to oppose him openly. The Graha Pravesh program was scheduled for a week later, but Raju's Pitaji went to meet the boy, his only real sensible relative, the very next day. He told his problem to that boy without any shame. That wise relative immediately understood his problem. "You relax, uncle. Just don't impose your will on him. I guarantee that your Raju will definitely do something good in his life." With these words, the boy relieved Raju's father of his worries. At the fixed time, Raju went to the function of the new house with his parents. He had assumed that, like all rich people, Raju's relative would have left the village and built his own luxurious house in a posh area in the city, but he was surprised when his cheap car started moving on the village road. 20 minutes later, he saw that his relative had not built a luxurious house, but had built a simple-looking house, which they were calling an eco-friendly house. Raju had heard words like eco-friendly for the first time. Raju's relatives built the walls by laying bricks with the help of limestone paste, and made the roof with concrete. A layer of tar and 2 layers of mud were placed on the roof, bricks were placed on it, and then it was plastered with limestone paste. The walls of the entire house were covered in natural colors mixed with limestone paste. Due to this, that house remained naturally so cool that even a fan was rarely needed. No need for AC. Understanding the first advantage of that eco-friendly house, Raju said, "I told you that these 2 brothers are very intelligent." It came out of Raju's Pitaji's mouth with pride. Raju, impressed by the wisdom of his relatives, next noted that the house, consisting of 6 large rooms and 2 large halls, had not only been made very spacious, but the windows and roshandons, light fixtures, had been arranged so well that even in winter sunlight was available in abundance in this house. That means saving electricity, as well as other precious natural resources. There were 3 additional rooms and a large hall on the first floor of the 2-story house. There were solar panels installed on the roof of the house, which were not only capable of generating electricity for the entire house, but they also sold the excess electricity to the government. 2 special tanks were built under the open ground in front of the ground floor. The first tank had a mechanism to collect the rainwater while cleaning it, and was also used to release the excess water into the ground. The second tank had a mechanism that was capable of cleaning the water in the house and making it reusable. From now on, these people need nature, not the government, for electricity, water, air and light, Raju said, while understanding the other features of that eco-friendly house. Seeing this, Raju's Pitaji was very happy. The qualities of this house can be found in other houses. Now all 3 of us see the special qualities of this house. Saying this, Pitaji took Raju and his wife to the building, which was built at a distance of 30 feet from that house. There were a total of 5 floors in this building. There were no walls on any floor. Concrete pillars were simply erected by inserting rebar. This building, open from all sides, was actually a 5-story farm. These people will grow sugarcane on the bottom floor. Wheat and maize will be grown on the top floor. On all the lower floors they will grow seasonal vegetables, beans and small fruits. They have also planted 2 trees, each of all fruit trees, along this wall. Just after a year, they will not need to buy anything except salt from the market. People like us are forced to eat food laced with chemical fertilizers and pesticides, but these people will eat pure natural food. Pitaji said, as he also answered Raju's question which he had asked on the way. When Raju came to know that his relatives had built a new house in the village itself, he said, if they were willing to build a house in the village only, then they would have repaired the old house. Now Raju understood that this 5-story farm could not be arranged in the old house.